Okay, now in this video I'll show you the taste of carbonyl group, means aldehyde and ketones. Okay, so first is that both aldehyde and ketone give positive taste to DNP test. Okay, so I'm taking the test tube, taking small amount of aldehyde. Okay, don't take much, and I am not dipping the test tube dropper in the test tube because I just don't want to contaminate the thing. Okay, that's why I'm just taking the thing in this way, that I'm just pouring it. Here I'm taking acetone, so one aldehyde and one ketone I am taking. Okay, now what I do, I will just add 2,4 DNP to it. Okay, that is 2,4-DNP. So this one is my aldehyde sample, this one is my ketone sample. Okay, now say I am adding 2,4 DNP to it. Okay, 2,4 dinitrophenylhydrazine. You just see that on addition of, and this structure of 2,4 dinitrophenylhydrazine is a very common Viva question. Okay, draw the structure. I am adding, you just see yellow precipitate coming. The same experiment I will repeat with the ketone sample also. So adding small amount of, and I am pouring it since I don't want to contaminate it. Okay, so this is aldehyde, this is ketone, both are giving positive taste for 2,4 DNP. Next, we have to identify that which one is aldehyde and which one is ketone. So actually aldehyde is giving positive taste to weak oxidizing agent like Fehling's reagent or Tollens reagent, and I am showing that experiment with Fehling's only. I have taken first Fehling 2, then I have to add equal amount of Fehling 1. Okay, just wait, I am adding and I will show you the thing. Fehling 2 means copper sulfate solution. Okay, and Fehling 2 is Rochelle salt, sodium, potassium. These also are very good important Viva questions. So equal volume of Fehling 1 and Fehling 2 I am adding to get Fehling's reagent. The same experiment can be done with Tollens also. I am just showing any one. So with this I am adding small amount of aldehyde. Holder, just to holder. Okay, to this solution I am adding small amount of sample, or that is formaldehyde sample. Light. Actually you have to heat the thing, not directly. We are supposed to heat it in that water bath, but actually that is very much time consuming, and for your exam purpose you have to save your time. So my suggestion is just you will heat the thing, but with occasional stirring, and sometimes you will put, otherwise organic compound means volatile, so it will bump. You can see that the color is gradually changing now. Our expected observation is red color precipitation, that we are gradually, the blue color is changing. You see? Okay, I am just keeping it. You see that the color is, since that color is mixed with red and blue, so this is muddy type of color is coming, but actually it is red. Okay, if I carry out the same reaction with ketone, then this observation you people will not get. So using this, you have to use this reaction for identification of aldehyde and ketone, that is whether if carbonyl group is present, that whether it is aldehyde or ketone, that can be separated, that can be differentiated by this reaction. You see that the color is gradually changing to red. Okay, and my last reaction is, that is, I will show you the confirmatory test of, because actually the thing is that any carbonyl compound which is giving positive DNP test and negative Tollens test or Fehling's test means it is ketone, but negative test cannot be considered as a confirmatory test, so you have to perform this test for confirming ketones. Okay, so what I am doing, I have taken ketone here, acetone sample, that is ketone, then I have to add just one pellet of sodium hydroxide to it. Okay, after that what I will do, I'll just add sodium nitroprusside to it. Okay, so this is my sample that is containing acetone and sodium hydroxide pellet. To it I am adding sodium nitroprusside, and you will get red coloration. You just see gradually it is coming. This is the sample. I have added sodium nitroprusside to it. Okay, you see its color is changing to red. So this is the confirmatory test for ketone. Okay, and actually the thing is that you have to perform test for identification of unknown functional group. For this actually no basic special technique is needed as you for that which is needed for functional salt analysis. Here just I will send you one pro forma. In that case what you will do, you just start with alcohol. Okay, sample one liquid will be provided, you just add steric ammonium nitrate to it. If you got positive result, that is wine red coloration, means it is alcohol. No wine red coloration means alcohol is absent. Then you will go for second test, that is add ferric chloride to it. If you got violet coloration, then it is phenol. If no violet coloration, phenol is absent, then you will go for next test. Okay, that is carboxylic acid. Next, if you have not got any positive observation, that is brisk effervescence on addition of sodium bicarbonate, means you have to go for carbonyl group. Like this, no special technique, just try heat and trial method, and when you get your positive result, you will stop there. But while you are writing in your file or in your answer script during exam, you have to write at least 3 negative tests, then which one you got. The pro forma I will send you via your class teacher through PDF. Thank you.